We're here with head men's soccer coach Dan Kane. Here we're reviewing the season and also looking forward to the 2014 men's soccer season as well. Coach, what are some of your thoughts on the season that just ended? Compiled the best season in team history. You had an 8-4-4 overall record, tied for the most wins. You did have the best winning percentage in the team's history of .625. You had only 4 defeats and you had 8 wins and 4 ties. Talk to us about what went into that successful season.
Yeah, it was a great season. I think the thing we were most proud of is just one conference loss, the guys really worked hard. And the previous year we talked about turning some of those close games into ties or wins. And as we enter this new season, we're really focusing on turning those 4 ties that we had into wins. So it's going to take more effort and more discipline and more hard work. Better team chemistry, but I think we're on the right path.
And you certainly had numerous individuals record standout performances, certainly in goal and on defense and offensively as well. Basically all around, your team seemed to get better from even the year before. What were some standout individual performances that you saw from your team this season?
Yeah, we work hard not to rely too heavily on one individual player. But I'll tell you, we're going to miss our 3 seniors. C.J. Bailey, our goalkeeper, who was all conference. Pat O'Callahan, our center back, who was all conference. And Adam Sullivan, our midfielder and probably best attacking player, best decision maker on the team, who was all conference. They were part of my first recruiting class. They're great young men. They're great students. So it's going to be hard to see them on the other sideline next year.
And you mentioned these current players turned alumni. You had your alumni game, your annual alumni game this past spring. Talk to us a little bit about that. What's the importance of a strong alumni base to this program?
Yeah, I think we had all of our alumni back from the 2018, except for 3 guys. And Wells has provided those men with outstanding education and opportunity to play soccer and be a part of something greater than themselves. And having them back on campus and hearing the stories of those great early victories that I think really put our program on the right trajectory was fantastic. It also means a lot to our current guys to see the alumni come back and to see the sense of pride they have and the excitement that they have about the upcoming seasons.
You played several spring games this year, as is customary in both men's and women's soccer. Talk to us a little bit about how those games went.
Yeah, the spring season was awesome. We really wanted to focus on being a better attacking team. We get a lot of our goals in the past from just really good pressure and defending and counterattacks. And we think the next level is to get better in the attack. So, almost all of our practices during the spring and our alumni game and the spring game were about getting better in the attack. And I thought we started to make some really good strides. We still have a lot of work to do, but I thought the pieces were in place to get better in the attack and get better going forward.
And certainly this summer, we've all been very busy here in the Wells College Department of Athletics. You specifically have certainly been on the recruiting trail. What are some characteristics of a Dan Kane coached player? What are some sort of things that you look for in recruits that can kind of mesh well with the current team as it's currently constructed?
Yeah, I think it's, the recruiting process is funny. We go out, we evaluate players, and obviously I'm looking for somebody who can make consistent, good decisions on the ball, that plays both sides of the ball, and that's passionate and loves the game. And so we get to see that piece, and then we bring them to campus and we learn more about them as a student. But the most important piece is how they mesh when they do their overnight. And we got some we have 8 really good guys coming to campus next fall, and they're already meshing with our guys, and our guys are excited about them being here, and I think they're excited about our team.
Talk to us about some of the key victories for your squad in 2013.
Yeah, there were some exciting ones, and we played really well at home this year, which was great. And I thought we had a tremendous fan support. Our families of our players are outstanding, and the basketball team in particular was great to have on the sidelines, and certainly provided some extra motivation. And But a couple of the good wins for us were Medaille College, which is won their conference this year. It was great to beat them, and SUNY Oswego. We had a wonderful victory against them at home. But as I talked to our seniors during their exit interviews, and they said that the win they'll remember the most is probably winning at Cuca. And Cuca is such a great program, and I thought that to go to their place in a really meaningful game and come away with a victory against a good team was a good step for our program.
As you enter your 6th year here as head coach of the men's soccer team at Wells, what are some goals that you have in the 2014 campaign? What are some things you'll be telling your team in your first team meeting as they come back to campus in middle of August?
Well, we're going to be really focused on that first practice. Just putting everything we can into that first practice, and when we finish that practice, we'll be focused on the next practice and trying to really focus on what we do, and that's individually get better as a team every day. The big thing about having a good first practice is making sure guys are working hard over the summer. They got to get in shape, and they got to hit the weight rooms, and they got to play. And I think a hallmark of our program has been guys coming back better than when they left for the summer. And almost every fall, that first day, we see a couple guys that they make a big jump, and we'll know right away this year we'll be able to count on these 3 guys because they're committed, they're ready to go.